Hello, I'm Nicole Carswell-Toll. Welcome to the series on exercises for the Gaited Rider. Today I have Ruth and Sippy. They are going to show you what exercises are the best for the mature rider. In working with the mature rider, that's riders over 30 and all the way up to 70, 75. You're going to run into things with their bodies while trying to teach them to ride that you're not going to hit with most of the younger generation, okay? So Ruth here is in her 60s and she is a warrior. She works really hard, she listens well, and she is an excellent rider. She does a lot of work at home, but she comes regularly for her riding lessons, and I'm going to run you through a scope of the things that I have Ruth do to develop her riding skill, to teach her how to be a strong, confident rider, and how to develop the right muscle memory and muscle reflex that she needs to be safe when riding at home. Okay, so Ruth, first of all, let's talk about the alignment, because Ruth does show. But because she does a lot of at-home riding, her seat is going to appear more utility, okay? So we're gonna have her drop her feet out of the stirrups, and we're gonna have her do circles with her toes. And Ruth, just get maximum rotation with your toe, rolling it in and out, just drawing circles all the way around. Just draw a circle with your toe, okay? Yeah. And as she's working and loosening her ankle, it's this rider that most likely you're going to deal with sprained ankle or possibly a break somewhere. It's just that in life we have a lot of things come at us, and by the time we get to the stage that we're in our 50s or 60s, we've usually got some injuries that we're trying to work around, okay? So now, Ruth, let me have you point your toe up to your knee and down to the ground. Now, in working with Ruth, I want her to understand how to control her feet, because the foot, again, is the foundation of the rider. The foot is the foundation from which the rest of the body works and responds with balance in a certain way, okay? So she's learning to manipulate her feet, flex her ankle, get her ankle loosened up so that when she does put it in the stirrup, she will gain good control of her stirrup. Okay, so Ruth, now let's pick up your stirrup. There you go. Good. Okay, so now as she's placing her foot in her stirrup, I'm gonna encourage her to work for home base, which means we're gonna keep her heel under her hip, because first of all, when you ride a horse, you don't want to get in the horse's way. You don't want to be an additional thing the horse has to carry or lug around. You want to be right in the middle of the horse where that horse can move easily with you and around you, okay? So home base, very important. Heel down and away. There's room between her leg and the horse. Home base is critical to understand, because when the horse is not moving, when we want the horse to be still, you cannot have your lower leg on this horse. This is the gas pedal. So home base and knowing where that is and how that feels is very important. Okay, so now I'm going to have Ruth reach up and stand up in her stirrups. She's going to grab that saddle horn if she needs and try to pull herself up against it, or because she's done her homework, she's going to be able to get herself right there. Now, remember to relax your ankle and let your heel sink. Very good. And then remember to keep a bend in your knee, and that bend in your knee is what will enable your heel to stay back behind you. Very good. Okay, so you're still fighting toward the pommel of the saddle. Now, on a Western saddle, it's a little more difficult than in English because you have the swell in front of you. So sometimes if you need to take the horn and put your hand on the horn and pull your pelvis up against it, that's okay. If you can stay up there yourself like Ruth is doing, that's great. But just know it's not a sin if you've got to use that saddle horn, okay? So Ruth, put your reins in your left hand and let's do circles with your right arm, keeping your elbow bent. There we go. So her right shoulder has pretty good mobility, and she is working around, getting nice rotation, getting her body loosened up. I like to warm up the mature riders because, you know, a lot of times they've been working really hard. They've been at a job 5-6 days a week, or if they're retired and maybe they're a little more sedentary, it takes a little more to get them working. So let's just get this body warmed up where Ruth feels really good and she's ready to ride. All right, let's switch arms. Now her left shoulder has a lack of mobility. She can't get the same rotation. I do not want her to push to a place that hurts her. I just want her to do what she can, and we are going to work the areas that we can work and get the best range of motion possible, okay? Good, Ruth. Just give me a couple more of those. Good. Okay, let's come back to your hands on your reins and give me some shoulder rolls. The shoulder rolls up, down, and back. There you go. Up, over, and back, and down. There you go. And just hold for just a second in the back and down position and concentrate on feeling the muscles across your chest stretch and accommodate your shoulders being back. Good. There you go. Good. All right, now let's move on to cat-cow. Now, depending on the rider and the situation with that rider in particular's body, you may tailor some of these exercises a little differently. You may spend more time on certain exercises than others. So while we are kind of quickly going through the motions on showing you different exercises, just know that if you have a weak spot, I would encourage you to stay with one particular exercise on that spot, maybe for a couple of minutes, okay? Let's do cat-cow, Ruth. So cat is where you roll your seat under you and you bring your shoulders down. When you roll your seat bones under you, it will pull your shoulders down. There you go. Now, I want you to go cow, which is stretching your shoulders back. It's going to actually bring you up off your seat bones a little bit, and you're going to arch your back. So this is a stretch. So feel the stretch in each position, whichever stretch it is that actually feels good and you can feel it's hitting a spot that you really need to stretch, then you just stay really focused on that area, okay? Good. Very good. Do a few more. Good. Good. Just keeping those heels pushed away while you're focusing on your upper body. Okay, now happy medium in the middle. Good. All right, very good. Okay, so what we're really looking for in the mature rider is to give them a good sense of balance and to make sure everything is lined up correctly, ear, shoulder, hip, and the back of the heel, and to make sure that she can independently use each leg to achieve the best performance from her horse. Okay, so Ruth, let's drop your stirrups and let's do the kicking exercise where you pull one heel up behind you and the other one you straighten your knee out, and then you alternate kicks. And I want you to keep your toe flexed to your knee all the way through the back kick and the forward kick. Yes, good. Very good. Now just kick as high as you can. Try not to contact your horse when you kick back, keeping your heel away just a little bit. If you are doing these exercises and you wear spurs, that is an extra encourager to keep your toe pointed forward when you do the kick toward the back so you do not spur your horse. The key is to not really contact the horse anywhere with this exercise. Good. Okay, now I would like for you to take your left hand. I would like for you to bend your left foot up as high as you can. Bend your knee, pull your foot up as high as you can behind you, and take your left hand and reach down and grab that foot. Grab your pant leg, whatever you have to do, and let's stretch that leg as high as you can get that leg to go, keeping your toe flexed toward your knee. Yes, there we go. Good. Okay. So as she is helping herself here just a little bit, this is a great way to do it in a secure manner and get a little more flexion. And then as she sits there quietly, she can get more stretch down her quads and a little more through her hip flexors. Okay, drop your foot down. And let's go ahead and put it back in this stirrup here. Good. And I wanted to show exercises in a Western saddle because a lot of trail riders, my mature riders, a lot of them are trail riders, do ride in a Western saddle. So this will show you some things you can do in the Western saddle. Okay, Ruth, I'm going to hold on to Sippy, so lay your reins down. I would like for you to reach back and grab the cantle of your saddle, and let's bring your knees, drop your stirrups and bring your knees up and touch your knees at the saddle horn. Put both hands on the cantle. There you go. All right, now give me 4 or 5 of these and let everybody see you working these knees up. Now notice what happens to her seat as she's doing this exercise. It rolls her seat down in to the deepest part of her saddle. And when she finally gets going at the flat walk, we know she's going to be well seated in that saddle, very tucked in. And if you ride something other than a gaited horse, or, all right, now one more, and then relax. Good job, good job. If you're going to ride your gaited horse, but you're doing any kind of cow work, then if that horse is going to get down and look at a cow in the face and his front end is going to drop into the dirt, this exercise is going to be good at helping you get your pockets into the seat of that Western saddle and be able to ride that forward motion. But typical gaited riding, if you're on the trail or you're doing arena riding, you're going to want the long draped seat, and we are still going to want you seated nice and deep in the seat of your Western saddle. And if you have a tendency to ride with too long of a stirrup and you have your knee too straight and underneath of you and you have a tendency to tip forward, this exercise is a good go-to, okay? Put your foot back in here. Okay, good. Because Western saddles are more confining, the riding that occurs or the problems with riding positions that occur within a Western saddle mostly are based around the control that the Western saddle places on the human body. A Western saddle is meant to contain you. It is meant to control and help your body feel secure, but it was also designed, you know, for the cowboys to do their ranch work. So really depends on the style of Western saddle that you're riding in, because a lot of people choose to just go buy a used Western saddle. It's often easy to confuse what style of Western saddle you're after. What makes a gaited Western saddle a little different is that the skirting is more minimalistic and it's much more lighter weight. So today Ruth is riding in the Goal Setter. This is our training saddle for the gaited horses. The mature rider is always challenged by old injuries, old surgeries, things that have affected the body through life. And in order to take that body and effectively ride a horse, your exercises are your key connection to being able to put that puzzle together. The exercises that Ruth demonstrated for us have made her looser, more flexible. She can sit in her position more comfortably now, and she has a good sense of control over her horse. Now, actual riding and control techniques we will get into later in other videos, but for today, what I want to emphasize to you is that if you will spend time and really dedicate to the exercises you've seen, modify them to any way that helps you with your weaknesses, that you will be more successful as a rider, more confident, more happy, your flexibility will improve, and all of those contribute to a successful ride. So Ruth and I, we wish you many successful rides as a mature rider through the skills that we have shown you.